When a young boy fell into a coma after a tragic accident, his family feared the worst. But what happened during his time on the other side would leave them speechless. He awoke with vivid memories of angels revealing 7 powerful signs that mark those with a destined path. His story is nothing short of miraculous. Doctors had little hope when the boy's vital signs weakened. His family gathered, praying for a miracle, but his body remained unresponsive. Yet, while he appeared unconscious, his soul was on an extraordinary journey. He described feeling weightless, as if he were being carried by an invisible force. A tunnel of radiant light stretched before him, leading him to a place unlike anything on earth. Colors shimmered, melodies beyond human comprehension filled the air, and an overwhelming sense of peace surrounded him. Then, he saw them, beings of light, glowing with an unearthly brilliance. They told him they had a message, one that would change his life forever. The angels revealed that he had been marked by destiny, chosen to fulfill a purpose greater than himself. But he wasn't the only one. There were others, people across the world who shared this divine calling. And to recognize them, he would be given 7 unmistakable signs. The first sign, the angels explained, is an inner knowing, an unshakable feeling that you are meant for something greater. Those marked by destiny often sense from a young age that their path is different. The boy recalled moments in his childhood when he felt disconnected from the ordinary world. He often had dreams that later came true and felt emotions more deeply than those around him. He understood things beyond his years, as if wisdom had been placed inside him long before he could even speak. The angels assured him that this wasn't a coincidence. Those with a divine mission often feel different from others because they are being prepared for something extraordinary. The challenge is learning to trust this inner knowing, even when the world doesn't understand. Another sign is experiencing events that defy logic, moments where destiny seems to intervene. These are not random occurrences but messages meant to guide the chosen ones toward their purpose. The boy was reminded of times when he had near misses with danger, only to be saved by what felt like an unseen force. He had met people at just the right moments, encountered books and teachings that spoke directly to his soul, and received dreams that revealed the future. The angels explained that those with a marked destiny often attract mysterious events into their lives. These moments serve as confirmation that they are being watched over, guided toward a path that is bigger than they can yet comprehend. The boy had always felt things more deeply than others. Whether it was the pain of a stranger or the beauty of a sunset, his emotions ran deeper than most could understand. The angels revealed that this was the third sign. Those chosen for a greater purpose often experience heightened sensitivity. They feel energies in people and places, sense emotions before words are spoken, and carry a deep compassion for the suffering of others. This emotional depth is both a gift and a challenge, as it makes them more vulnerable but also more attuned to their true calling. The boy was told that accepting this sensitivity, rather than suppressing it, would lead him to where he was meant to be. He had to trust that his emotions were not a weakness but a guiding force from above. One of the most difficult signs to accept is that those marked by destiny often face great hardships early in life. The angels told the boy that trials are not punishments, but preparations. He reflected on the struggles he had endured before his coma, the losses, the betrayals, the moments of loneliness. At times, he had felt cursed, wondering why life seemed harder for him than for others. But now, he understood. The universe does not prepare ordinary people for extraordinary missions without first strengthening them through adversity. The angels assured him that every hardship had been part of his transformation, shaping him into the person he needed to become. Those with a greater calling often endure more, but in the end, they rise stronger than ever before. The boy was shown that another sign of being marked by destiny is an unexplainable urge to help, heal, or guide others. Even without knowing why, those chosen for a mission feel a deep responsibility to uplift those around them. He recalled moments when he had gone out of his way to comfort people, even as a child. He could sense when someone was in pain and felt an almost uncontrollable need to ease their suffering. Now, he understood that this was not just his personality, it was his purpose. The angels explained that those who carry this sign will always be drawn to service, whether through teaching, healing, or simply being a light in the darkness. Their very presence has the power to inspire, even if they do not yet realize it. The boy was shown that another sign of being marked by destiny is an unexplainable urge to help, heal, or guide others. Even without knowing why, those chosen for a mission feel a deep responsibility to uplift those around them. He recalled moments when he had gone out of his way to comfort people, even as a child. He could sense when someone was in pain and felt an almost uncontrollable need to ease their suffering. Now, he understood that this was not just his personality, it was his purpose. The angels explained that those who carry this sign will always be drawn to service, whether through teaching, healing, or simply being a light in the darkness. Their very presence has the power to inspire, even if they do not yet realize it. Another undeniable sign is an innate connection to the unseen. Many people marked by destiny often experience vivid dreams, prophetic visions, or moments of strong intuition that guide them toward their path. The boy had always felt like there was something beyond the physical world. He had sensed presences around him, felt chills when walking into certain places, and even had dreams that seemed to warn him of future events. But he never understood why. The angels told him that those who are meant to fulfill a great purpose often receive spiritual messages. These signs might come in the form of dreams, repeating numbers, or sudden insights that seem to come from nowhere. The key is learning to trust these messages, as they are divine guidance leading them toward their destiny. One of the more difficult signs is the feeling of being different, as though you don't quite fit in with the rest of the world. The boy had always felt like he saw life differently than his peers, as if he were speaking a language they could not understand. The angels explained that those marked by destiny often struggle with loneliness, not because they are meant to be isolated, but because they are being prepared for something beyond the ordinary. Many of history's greatest leaders, visionaries, and spiritual guides experienced this same feeling of detachment before stepping into their true calling. This isolation is not a punishment but a preparation. It allows individuals to develop inner strength, wisdom, and independence before they are ready to fulfill their greater mission. And when the time is right, they will find others who share their path. Another powerful sign is the presence of unseen protection. Those marked by destiny often survive accidents, illnesses, or dangerous situations that should have ended their lives. The boy recalled his own coma. It was a miracle that he had survived. But as he looked back, he realized this wasn't the first time he had been spared. There were moments in his life when he had narrowly escaped harm, where something had intervened at the last second to save him. The angels assured him that those with a purpose are watched over. Whether by divine beings, ancestral spirits, or an unseen force, they are given protection because their mission is not yet complete. This doesn't mean life will be without challenges, but it does mean that as long as they have a role to fulfill, they will always find a way through. Many people marked by destiny noticed strange patterns in their lives, coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Whether it's meeting the right people at the right time, seeing the same numbers over and over, or finding books and messages that answer their deepest questions, these synchronicities serve as divine confirmation. The boy had noticed these patterns before but never paid much attention. He recalled how, before his accident, he kept seeing the number 7 everywhere. After his coma, he understood that these were signs leading him to this moment. The angels revealed that when a person is on the right path, the universe speaks to them in symbols and patterns. Paying attention to these signs can provide guidance and reassurance that they are headed in the right direction. One of the most intriguing signs is the ability to influence those around you, whether through words, presence, or energy. People marked by destiny often find that others are naturally drawn to them, seeking advice, comfort, or inspiration. The boy realized that even before his accident, people seemed to open up to him easily. Strangers would share their deepest struggles, and friends would look to him for guidance. He never understood why, but now it made sense. The angels explained that those with a great mission radiate a certain energy, one that can uplift, heal, or even challenge those around them. This influence is not accidental, it is part of their purpose, allowing them to impact the world in ways they may not even realize. Perhaps the most defining sign is the constant, undeniable feeling that you are meant to do something significant. No matter how much you try to ignore it, the calling never fades. The boy was told that even if he had never entered the coma, he would have eventually been led to his mission. Those who are chosen for something greater will always be redirected toward their path, even if they try to resist. This calling may come as a whisper at first, but over time, it grows louder. Some people experience a sudden awakening, while others are slowly guided through different experiences until they can no longer ignore their purpose. Either way, destiny always finds its way. Before stepping into their purpose, those marked by destiny often face one final challenge, a test that forces them to prove their resilience and faith. The boy realized that his coma had been his test. It was a moment of complete surrender, where he had no choice but to trust in something greater than himself. And because he had survived, he now understood his role in the world. The angels explained that before stepping into their mission, many people endure hardships that seem insurmountable. This test is meant to strip away doubt, strengthen their spirit, and prepare them for the journey ahead. Once they overcome it, nothing can stop them from fulfilling their purpose. The final sign is a relentless determination to keep going, no matter the odds. Those marked by destiny may fall, but they always rise again. They are warriors in the spiritual realm, placed on earth for a reason, and nothing can keep them from their path. The boy had faced death, but he had returned stronger. He understood now that his life had never been ordinary, and it never would be. He had been chosen for something greater, and he was ready to accept it. The angels left him with one final message: you are not alone. Many are walking this path, and when the time is right, you will find them. Keep going, and never doubt that you were meant for more. When the boy awoke from his coma, his life was forever changed. He carried with him the knowledge of the 7 signs, knowing that he had been given a message not just for himself, but for others like him. Are you one of those marked by destiny? Have you seen these signs in your own life? Let us know in the comments. And if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps share more life-changing stories like this one.